What you mean?
You know, we're Schedule 1 right now. They're about to make it not so harmful on the, what you call it, we got a list.
Right.
Yeah. You want, oh yeah, that's fine, can't nobody see it.
Mm.
You behind a tree. All right.
How's that?
I like it.
Okay. Let's share some energy. We got energy, but make an energy ball and
Open sesame. Ready? Get in there.
and pass this energy ball back to you.
Oh, it's heavy. It's warm. It's not heavy. It's warm. Here.
It is warm.
Yes. All right, let's do this.
Oh, yeah. You said you can get that. All right. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays. I be the goddess Jane, aka Black Girl Magic, and this is the goddess.
I'm Gemini, the Hood Oracle, and we are.
So divine. It's all divine.
It's all divine.
Dropping some wisdom for Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
So, today we would like to discuss the energy, continuing with the theory of Geppetto,
Yes.
and its mechanisms or his mechanisms and how Geppetto moves. Focusing on the structures of some of the things like the entertainment world.
Societal structures. Because really, this is this a whole thing. Like I think we gonna be on this one for a minute because it covers so many areas of life, things that we think that we are in control of and we are not in control of, from TV programming to a trip to the welfare office and everything in between. Like all the things, from going to court to going to the movies, going to the concert. We think we're in control. I'm in control. It's like we think we're in control, but for the most part, we're really not, because the puppet master be pulling them strings.
That basically the average human or member of the mankind spectrum is subjected to what we will call the fear-mongering propaganda that is used as the major control mechanism. No worries. God bless you. God bless you, Pazute. I bless you. You bless you.
Shalom, man.
So, or should we say God has bless you? All of those, right? So, back to our regularly scheduled programming. We have some great insight to share. We've been deep diving, letting spirit guide us, being shown and moved to spaces in the 3D, which people consider the real world. Let me say something really quickly, and then we'll get to that issue. Supernatural. We've always been told that the metaphysical world or the spiritual world is the supernatural world. You want to see the trick of supernatural? Because supernatural means the amplified version of the natural, right? It is, supernatural is probably the epitome of the natural world. But we've been led to believe the supernatural is outside of the ordinaries. You see how they use the words to manipulate your mind?
Okay.
But the meaning is right there in what it says. It's supernatural. And supernatural is the validity of the real world. That's the real world. But we've been programmed to see it otherwise.
That part.
So, and Geppetto does a lot of heavy lifting to see that for certain that is the continuation of the energy.
Big things.
So, we'd like to start with libations,
Let's do it.
and then we'll do some sound bowl energy, right?
Go for it.
And so, okay, I'll start with Carol Laws, Ashe,
Delarice Mims.
Ashe, James Williams, Ashe, Catherine
Willis,
Laws,
Ashe,
William
Horace
Laws,
Hurston. Ashe.
Ashe,
Willow Stewart.
Ashe,
Nana Baluku.
Ashe, Yemaya,
Ashe. Marcus Garvey.
Ashe, Malcolm Little X,
Ashe.
Ashe. Okay, here we go. To all ancestors, known and unknown, of our love lines and bloodlines.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe-yo. Give thanks.
Gratitude.
Okay, so would you like to share some words of wisdom while we...
I can say a prayer.
Okay, here we go.
So, Divine Prime Source Creator, I would like to petition for us a space where knowledge is born, knowledge expands so that we can enter into wisdom and have a full understanding of our journey here. We give thanks for the whole of this day, from the sunrise to the sunset and all the hours in between. We give thanks for our opportunity to share and express ourselves to others in hopes that we continue to build community for the greater good of the all. Ashe, Amen, Amin, Selah. So be it.
Give thanks.
Big gratitude. Woo! That was refreshing.
Ooh, I feel us. I said 3 more.
Probably 9.
Yeah, okay.
9's been chasing me. Not chasing me. So I feel like the 9's been chasing me. Everywhere I go. But the
That's
9's
that.
been
Why is
fine.
6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
7 is that looking back over your shoulder, trying to make sure nothing ain't creep when you can't look forward.
That part.
Right.
7, 8, 9.
We're just gonna take the top 3. 5, 6, 6.
Power of refinement.
Oh, look, I was trying to pick it. 5, 8, 3.
566, 583. A lot of opportunity for growth, a lot of opportunity for reflection, creating balance, stepping into newness, getting that stretch, being wise in our actions. What you got?
So, finding that accuracy and security in yourself after coming to grips with knowing that you are on a particular journey and moving forward in that energy of new focus and new foundations of stability for like yourself in all of the 3D, in this 3D, yourself, your family, energies that pertain to your home. 583, it's still that it's getting your footing, getting combobulated from discombobulation so that you know that this energetic scope of infinity is the path that you are on, and that you are here to create and to channel creation and to be a creator. So we can see what our sister Joanne Scribes has to say. We just went right for the angel numbers. That's okay, I guess, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Angel number 566. Yes. So, according to Joanne Scribes, and she for me is the best, like,
person.
yes, she gives like such accurate accounts of these numbers. Angel number 566 is a message from your angels encouraging you to make change to certain aspects of your life. You are aware of the changes that need to be made. We just said it, right? I love it, right? That needs to be made, and now you need to take positive action in that direction. Right now, looking back, looking forward. Trust that by making these changes, you find personal fulfillment on all levels. You will be in a position to bring stability and balance to your home and family or issues of the situation, right? Angel number 566 asks you to stop procrastinating and get moving in your life. Take control and make life changes that will improve and enhance your life always. Stand strong in your power and make positive decisions for yourself and your family. It is also an indication that changes currently taking place will bring good into your life. Keep a positive attitude and mindset so that things will go smoothly, and be open to receive. Okay, so let's see. When we look at what's wrong?
Sorry.
I'm crying. What's happening?
Nothing. It's me. I'm here.
You here?
Yes.
So angel number 583, boom, boom, boom. Angel number 583 is a message that changes taking place in your life will bring you closer contact and connection with the angels, archangels, and descendant masters. You have been receiving angelic guidance and have taken action accordingly. You are encouraged to continue making positive changes in your life. Angel number 583 is a sign that you have been making progress along your spiritual path and soul journey. Do not be afraid to step into your own power and do things that suit what you truly are in a way that is true to your beliefs, values, and principles. The angels applaud your efforts and encourage you to continue to manifest all that you require in regards to life purpose. Expect wonderful blessings. Acknowledge your own self-worth and bring your skills and talents to the fore without fear. They are yours to be used to the fullest. All right, so that's what those angel numbers mean. So whatever numbers that are like repetitive in your life that you keep seeing, it's a message from the divine realms.
Big facts. Did you do 2 angel numbers because you wanted to shake up because it was like 566? You wanted to see if it
Right,
was
something
something else?
different, right? And it's like, yeah, no, we're
And they
gonna.
both was like working in the same direction.
They both started with a 5, like,
Yes.
yeah. So amethyst, we're talking about that crown chakra energy. That's what you're working on today, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Got some amethyst, not just any amethyst, got some chevron amethyst today. There's so many different amethysts out there, but this is the one. This is, I call this a 101. At the beginning, absolutely. That looked like a Super 7. That looked like it's amethyst and some more stuff, but that's beautiful. Look at them lines.
Mm-hmm.
The earth is amazing.
Isn't it? Yes.
Amethyst is, I pulled out my book. That's what I was laughing at, because I'm like, you over here doing, I just like to be a little bit refreshed. But amethyst is definitely, it's a crown chakra stone. I tell people it's a stone that can help you assist with getting a prayer through. Like to be heard in the ethers, and it's a powerful healing stone, transmutation stone. Amethyst will take from us the things that weigh us down. It will take from us like grief and sadness and hurt, like those emotions. You can pour them into the stone through energetic exchange, and then you can release the amethyst into earth, and the earth will transmute it from the amethyst. That way you can keep your stone, or you can put the feeling and emotion into the stone and you can leave it with the earth. But amethyst, it gets you there, but it's just amazing. It's just one that if you don't have some amethyst in your life, what are you doing with your life? That part. And it's good for our endocrine system. So I think that's amazing. You know, the endocrine system, that's our hormones, and especially like the fluids, how the spinal fluid moves and things
Really?
right. And this will get you to the top. So
That's the top. That's the top
yeah.
of your physical body
Yeah.
chakras.
And it helps. It just brings in clarity. Oh, it literally translates to be of sober mind. So clarity of thought, helping to make wise decisions, or knowing when to move forward and when to stand down, when to hold back.
Right.
It's a good. Let me put this book down. It's a it's a great stone. But when you're feeling unsure, I was feeling unsure, and the amethyst just told me to put the book down. So yeah, the amethyst is our stone that I am working with today. And if you want stones wrapped, you can come see me at the Gemini RX, Prescriptions for the Human Experience, on Instagram, the Gemini RX.
Mm-hmm. And if you want crystal readings, you can come see me at Black Girl Magic on
Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Crystal readings, card readings. Yes. So, in that energy, can I pull 3 cards for the collective? How would you feel? We gave you some angel numbers. Okay. Would you like to cut this deck? Yes, you showed me what they said to do. Take the top of each one. It's another 5. 5 is there, so back it up. Another 5. 5 of swords. 8 of coins.
Power or refinement. Power or refinement. Areas where we can say, not to cut your wisdom, but I just really want to get this off because them 5s came back and that 8 came back. And those are both systems of improvement. It's either a stepping into or a reflecting on where you can improve, where you can refine yourself, or where your power lies.
Mm-hmm.
And the 8, build or destroy, same difference. Stepping into, seeing, is it something that I need to get rid of, or is it something that I need to put into creative process? Let's go. Five.
So, and ironically, both of those, the five of staffs, which is five of wands, in reverse, right? The five of swords in reverse. Remember I told you that that looking back over your shoulder energy, right? So,
Yeah.
but in reverse, your passions and focus on your gifts and the things that you're pushing out in creation are no longer all over the place. It's coming out of that disarray and discombobulation, like we said, and coming into a point of focus. And this is coming out, and this Five of Swords is coming out of the energy of always looking back over your shoulder, playing the same, hearing the same thoughts, the same narrative, the same soundtrack play in reference to you're coming out of that energy and you're focused on building a new reality. Look, you're crafting your coins, 8 of coins, crafting, working, putting your spiritual mojo into this natural world. You're changing from the natural to the supernatural. Ashe?
Ashe.
And that's the overall vision. Finding balance. There's two of cups, there's 2 of coins.
That's where we at.
Look, and there's that infinity again, that 8 is there. Finding, the chips as they fall, they're falling into balance now. And the hands and palms are raised to collect all of that energy from the universe and the ethers.
Because the world is yours. You just gotta make it what you need it to be. Refine it.
Yeah. High Priestess energy at the bottom of this deck.
Ooh.
And coming out of being a hermit on the bottom of this deck.
Time to go.
It's time to move forward, right? Move forward. Yep. Ace of Staffs. That means you can, anything's possible. And now, with your power, your passion, your gifts, your creativity, it's being handed down to you, right, from the ethers, and look, it's just wishing and wishing. All this energy is swirling.
Big air.
In this vast green abundance of love. And look, it's the communication tower. Look how all that energy is coming from the pyramid. Communicating to you. And you're open to receive it now. Okay? So that was the collective reading for this week. We might add those in, possibly. Yeah. That was a good little energetic piece, and it coincided clearly with the message. And so that's how we know it's all divine.
It's all divine.
Because that's in readings and stuff, liking to use various forms of divination. So you can, it's confirmation to whoever you're transferring energy with. Alright, so not only did that tarot deck said it, but this tarot deck said it, the crystal said it, your angel said it, and the numbers said it. So, any more questions? You want to ask this pendulum a few more questions?
Yeah.
You right? So, and you can do that. So, absolutely. So, with the amethyst energy, we know copper is a phenomenal conductor, and you're conducting with this amethyst. Clearly, that's the Christ consciousness, divine energy.
Right.
So
it's time to clean up our thoughts. Have controlled thoughts. Be aware of what we consume. The hows and the whys of life. Like, it's really time to take a look at it. Be wise.
And it's, like on TikTok, one of the things I always lead with, and a big platform for me is allowing or trying to conveying the message that guarding your thoughts is of the highest importance, because your thoughts become your words, and words become your actions. And with your words and your thoughts, you're directing your path.
That's right.
And so, to break it down to the simplest, thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. Just because you can't touch the thought you can pull that thought into reality and touch it.
Yeah, that's how, in the beginning was thought. They say the word, but that the word is a thought before it becomes,
and understand the thought is the superior concept, because some tongues do not have a word for that. There's no word for that in this language, but you can think it. It's the thought that is the manifester. So the word is a tool of expedition, to expedite it, or to communicate it to a body that might not know your telepathic language. You know what I'm saying? So the thoughts are legit things. That's the key to manifestation. That's why your thoughts are supposed to remain positive.
Thoughts is how we get trapped. That's how we get trapped in the puppet master's trap.
They was transitioning us to ethers, because I was going to say that's how.
Yes.
Talk heavy.
That's it.
Wait.
That's what I mean when I say consuming. The TV shows us so many flashes, so much light in a day, so many things that enter into our psyche. And
photosynthesis,
right.
Just like the sun with the melanin of the plant world.
The sun sends messages, and the lights from the television sends messages, and those messages become our program and dictate our thought processes. Not necessarily our thoughts, but definitely our thought processes. And a lot of the thoughts that we have are not our own.
Mm-hmm. My conscious, I'm realizing when I try to watch movies now, movies, or like I haven't watched a regular TV show and I can't speak how long, but even some stuff on like YouTube that I choose that I must not or shouldn't be like I need to not even be paying attention to that. I'll put it on and I'm like, you sleep. It's like my program has shifted, because people be on TV like this.
Yes.
They can't wait to what's the next step, In
the black camera.
And I be like, I don't even know. I'm like, y'all be talking, people be talking about show. I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know what that is.
I watch this stuff. If my daughters, if they say watch this, you should watch this, because they got an idea of who I am now. I can't take too much violence. I can't take, someone has to let me know what it's about. Just give me a little insight I need to know, is it something that I should consume? Straight like that. And then, even then, if it don't grab me, I don't want it. Because I know the things that grab me is a message in there for me. But I will, for pop culture reasons, I watch certain stuff. But yeah, that's a big.
Pop culture used to be my jam. Like culture, history, yeah, I love it. But when I found out, how, I also used to love Jeopardy, right? I told you I auditioned for Jeopardy.
That's a fire-ass experience.
But the ego gets destroyed. It was maybe probably about 40 people in the room. Screen, Alex Trebek, firing off questions. This is a blank piece of paper. You just got to answer the question. This is no multiple choice. Out of all those people, 3 passed. 3. But just to have been there, and knowing some of them, I know this. You know when you know. So trivia and pop culture, being a 70s baby, 80s kid, 90s teenager.
Yeah, we love trivia. We was raised on trivia.
And
all these.
And we're the bridge from old to new world, because we had grandparents that was here between the 1900s to some our peers.
Yes.
Their parents, and depending, because us being what, Generation X?
Yeah.
Our peers, their grandparents range from honestly, maybe like 1880, 1890, because we're dealing with people from the 60s,
Yep.
like 1965,
That's
all the
fabulous.
way to 1979.
Yes.
So that's different, you know what I'm saying? And so our grandparents, we still had
We didn't have internet. We didn't have cell phones.
you
We
had a one-way line with a rotary dial that it
Yeah.
took you 3 minutes to call the number.
Right.
And it was only 7 numbers, don't get it twisted.
Yes.
Like, we weren't so, you know, and if you weren't home, you ain't get that call. And sometimes, if you really need to get through, you had to call 0 to make an emergency breakthrough.
Yeah.
Like, they will knock you off the phone.
So we are definitely the bridge
Uh-huh.
between then and now.
Like, my grandmother did not get a microwave and start actually use a microwave for a long time. I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? So it's like having that old school home cooking,
Yep.
family come. That was weird. You said I'm not going to whatever. I guess you wanted us to acknowledge it. We did, and it's okay. And back to the regular leagues.
Yes.
So, so understand that, and Geppetto was busy then. Very busy.
Yeah.
Because, but it wasn't as inundated in your life because you still had, like we went outside and played. We used our imagination.
Absolutely.
Because even video games came later on, like, and our video games was Pong, Centipede,
Yep.
Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. It didn't keep you in there like that, like, these joints look like real life nowadays.
We had to socialize with real people in real time and make real connections.
Friends, our
Yes.
friends were our friends. They went to school with us.
Yep.
We
It was
did
amazing.
have-
We knew each other.
We had because you had pen pals maybe from school
Yes, we
or
did.
camp that you were either from
Write
another
letters.
city or state.
Well, really
Like,
excited.
I think like in 4th grade, or 3rd or 4th grade, it was a project.
Yep.
We had
We
pen
had to
pals.
write letters.
You know, the correspondence. And you had to send the letter, wait for the letter to come. So in Geppetto made the sped up reality. the generation Y is our kids, right? They are really like they're Y.
Z.
Generation Z, actually, yes, Z.
We
Loud or wrong.
skipped a while because
Yes.
there wasn't nobody asking questions.
Right. So Generation Z, they came out almost fully indoctrinated to, I can go by my son, who's now he'll be 23, 2001. They still had big back TVs.
Yeah.
There were still VCRs, but most people had DVD players.
Yep.
Cable, you couldn't just pick it. And the internet was barely up and coming because you still was getting AOL discs and MSN discs from the grocery store with your 38th email address because you ain't had to put no credit card. It was just a free trial. Right?
Those CDs was all across America.
Right. For AOL, and AOL was the first one.
Yep. America Online.
Right.
Yo.
And so that was, but even then, right prior to that, I found out because I had just graduated from college and I started my career, and I started as a preschool teacher. I was teaching pre-K, and it was outside of the city. And because they love us to be their nannies, I also picked up side hustle doing nannying and babysitting. I was young. Actually, that was my hot girl party money.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I was out in Bryn Mawr, actually, the main line.
Not the main one.
The main line. So they're sitting one evening and look, there was where I first saw like the computer hooked up to the cable, and it was a test run that was it Comcast at the time?
I wasn't here.
It was Comcast at the time was running, but they give the technology first to people.
Oh yeah, to test it.
To test it. So
Yes.
but they weren't doing that testing in the city. They tested like they first tested cable in the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't readily available in urban areas. We had Wade Cable in Philly. That came like.
I didn't live here when I was younger. I lived in the country, but I remember when cable came. You had HBO, Cinemax, USA, and the Turner Broadcasting Network.
And there was MTV,
Oh,
BET, and the thing about and VH1, but they
VH1
came later. It did come later, but the thing about that, right? I knew it was a thing, and something had changed, because by the time, by the time my son was like 9, it was very different. In fact, that's when the companies started merging, and you started seeing commercials for BT on MTV.
Yes.
Because, so who's going to advertise their competition? Nobody. Because they were no longer competition. They were all one entity. The Johnsons sold their shit to Viacom. So Viacom owned MTV. They also owned Nickelodeon. Disney was a separate. That was Sony. There was Viacom and there was Sony. Viacom, it was preparing your children via Nickelodeon to be the up and coming MTV generation.
Facts.
And that's why. And look at now what's coming out about Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel and all of the insanity.
I felt so bad watching that. Like, I felt bad for children I exposed to that. But go ahead.
No, but it's like, so when I say that Geppetto doesn't have no pics, it floods the masses with propaganda. It sells you on what life should be via these programmings, and you buy it hook, line, and sinker. That's why you then go spend your money to replicate or mimic what you see.
The program.
Exactly.
Ain't no original thought. I hate to say it like that, but not. Original thought is a thing that may have once been a thing, but now it's so many thoughts, and then the connectedness. But go ahead.
Yeah. So in this energy, Big Brother, Geppetto, that ninja, right? That motherfucker, that one has a finger in everything. When you are under the impression that you're making a decision, no, you're not. You're just taking the next ordered step that they have already predetermined based on the amount of programming that you allow in.
That's right.
They already know. Hence, we'll move to the schools. Hence why in 3rd grade they start testing our children and getting printouts of 18, by the time these 3rd graders who are 8 and 9, by the time they're 18, how many prison cells and beds are going to be necessary for them based on the level of literacy that they have at 8? And you think it's not a program? Huh?
I said it's a program. That's all I said.
And at 8, it's not like,
It's a fucking program.
so at 8, based on what you let your children do now and what you imprint upon your children and put source and seed into your children. You don't got to, they will. And it's okay. You don't got time, they have all the time in the world. First of all, get this. A parent is only a parent that rents. Your child belongs to me. They tell you that. Especially when you're in the United States or as soon as their fucking foot gets that ink on it and gets stamped on the original birth certificate that they don't give you, right? You can ask for them to put a print on something there and they give you a little, but the original birth certificate that they put that footprint on, that is, they
their property.
They're their property. And then you give them their social security number, that is their working ID number. That's their tax ID number. And then they start to borrow and sell against that social security number, and wager and predetermine wealth on that social security number. So once that initiates your straw man, which allows this has now given you basically made the United States of America your proxy. Period.
I tell people often, especially new parents or people that's pregnant, go get custody of your children. Go get custody of your children, because God forbid a day should come and you find out that you don't have custody of them. That's a real thing. That's something that we need to do. If we're gonna live within these rules and statutes of constraint, play the game and play the game wisely, because Geppetto is forever pulling the strings.
Now, and I'll tell you, who has a good premise and bylaw and ability, but I don't know, I wasn't really the Morse in getting into getting your
being nationalized.
Not nationalized, but see, you leave one form of fashion to join another, and so it's like, how about just free me?
How about
me free
we
myself?
free? We free. We are free. I am. I'm sovereign out here, and I wish a motherfucker would. And in the meantime, in between time, I live in a bubble. I live in a bubble to make an effort to avoid as much of societal norms and customs as I can, because those are the things, those traditions, those every year we do the same thing on the same day with the same people in the same way, over and over, and that repetition, that once that gets ingrained, that's even a part of the program. Know that birthdays, holidays, all of those things, create your own traditions, step outside the box, start your own program.
And I tell you, I don't celebrate nothing but my birthday.
I celebrate my birthday.
And I do Divine and Mother's Day, because Mother's first God. Mother's Day.
That's fair.
And that's really giving grace to God. But that's a whole nother show, because people wanna, she's blasphemous. How dare you?
I do all the things I wanted. I do what I want to do. I do Easter because I know that's a celebration of the fertility goddess. And but I don't do Easter like I get up and I put on my fancy dress and hat and I go to the church and I fellowship. I don't do Easter like that. I have my own celebration. And I do
Sunday's best with the hat and
yes.
the shop.
And I do Black Friday. I do Black Friday and I cook a big dinner for the people, just in the realm of celebration, and I only invite my Black people. So my first Black Friday celebration I had, why somebody bought not a Black person, and I did not know. I was shocked, not appalled, but I was shocked, because and I do that really so that we can all come together in a safe space that's specifically for us, especially family and friends and things, because everywhere we go we're bombarded with societal norms, customs, and culture, and we need places where we can just exist. But the programming is real.
Absolutely.
On all fronts. Say it again.
Yeah, and they don't want you to know your power. And so this deep dive propelled for me, like this weekend when I was listening to Left Eye, right? Almost. Like, it's a good start, and the uploads were, it just was making everything make sense, and it was just like a flow, right? But it was because I was listening to Left Eye, R.I.P. Ashe. I'm going to claim her as my Woman Crush Wednesday, right, for this week, because, and she Philly, and she Girls High Philly,
Yes.
until she moved to Atlanta. But I digress, because I'm Philly, I'm Girls High Philly, I'm a writer and a poet and a rapper in my head, you know,
Yes.
and a creator. But yo, when they unalived and 100%, and I know it, if I ain't know it and believe the whispers and conspiracy, I know it, because I just wanted to hear some of her, oh, say what, right? You know, ooh, ass chili, it couldn't be a silly hole.
Right.
Oh, you feel like, you know, right? And she really, she knocked my head back, because I always used to think in ladies' night, she said, suck my dick holes. She said, suck my dick hole. And I said, I've never heard that in my life. Listen, I'm gonna start.
You know, she used to wear those boxers.
I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Right, I love it when you want to really like, yo.
Divine inspiration.
So I went, and it was a playlist on God. This. The stuff that you never hear. She was like, yo, I checked. I'm not doing this anymore. It was a spiritual, the words that were coming out of her mouth, talking about frequency and energy, and she said the basis was, we all just vibing on love. That's the natural state. Like, she was not useful for the agenda anymore. Hat to the back. I used to wear my pants down real low. That's the kind of girl. No, she had a spiritual awakening. And she was in Honduras being healed by Dr. Sadie, who they also unalived because of his healing ability using nature, the supernatural, which is the natural. So, and we can't have them thinking for themselves.
That part. You know, now we churn out, and I say churn out because we got the internet, we have all these different platforms and streaming services, but we churn out our artists at such a rapid rate, right? They are highly expendable. They used to be expendable, but now they're highly expendable. And I said all that to say, they would take out artists and do Geppetto will and does take out artists. However, then a few 20, 30 years back, it made even more of a difference because like you were saying, we didn't have all those means. We didn't have we had the television, the radio, and the homies on the phone, on the line. Like mixtapes here and there, we would get newness came in time, like you really had to be patient. But I said all of that to say, no, for sure, they take our artists and get them out of here, especially when they start to do things that raise the frequency and vibration. It's a real thing.
We can go through the annals and say, the story, or let them destroy themselves, or especially if they know that's why they inundate them with drugs. Because they will take their drugs and just call it an overdose. Because they were no longer, what we want to do with this now. But they insure them. That's the thing, the insurance.
Life insurance.
Life insurance, but
millions of dollars.
Millions. Check this.
Young Dolph.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, but I want to go ahead. All of them.
You mean to tell me when when he went and did his blood work when he was about to do the Millennial Theatre over there in London, they were building a theater just for him.
Oh, for the This Is It.
Yes.
This is it.
And they insured this nigga for $1 billion. Y'all didn't know he was a drug addict. Y'all, for him to now overdose, say word. He would never have gotten the clearance unless it was a plan. He owned more of the Sony catalog than Sony owned. That's why he would be like, Tommy Mottola is the devil. Because Tommy Mottola tried to make that music like a living hell. Because when Paul McCartney told Mike was like, Paul, when they would record The Girl Is Mine, and say that, right? Mm-hmm. Give me some advice. You know, he's the Beatles. It's Paul McCartney, one of the best songwriters, him and McCartney and Lennon, to ever exist, right? Paul McCartney said, own your own masters. Make sure you take hold of your masters. Michael said, yeah, that's great advice. Michael Jackson bought his masters, the Beatles masters, Elvis Presley's masters. Like it's just I say those because everybody knows who all those people are. Mm-hmm. And everybody knows some of the top selling record people in the industry, and they will forever be legends because of whatever was the status quo or the medium or the propaganda or the agenda being pushed through them at the time, right? So, and Mike was savvy enough to say, yeah, oh yes, I will, indeed. And so in this time of music streaming, and that's how money is made, and they were locked because this ninja said, oh, I own them, they're for me. Yes. What? He was no longer being compliant.
No, not at all.
Prince, that slave, when he was the slave, right?
Yes.
And he completed his obligations to Warner Brothers.
Yep.
And then when they opened this ninja's vault, the amount of music.
Yo, Prince had his hands in so many artists' lives and music and
he would only he was only letting Jay-Z access to it before he passed away through Tidal. Mm-hmm. That was the only
Yep.
Even Beyonce and Jay-Z was on other platforms. Prince was like, nope, just Tidal.
I remember when Tidal first came out, I loved the exclusivity of Tidal before they went, and you know how we do. We do these things where we have something that's ours, and then someone dangles a few bucks in front of us, and I'm gonna say a few bucks, yeah. And then we give it away.
That's too much power.
Or we sell it, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. Tidal, the exclusivity, because of what you said, of having the ownership of the art, our creativity, what we bring through thought.
Yeah.
It was once.
Mm-hmm. And he too. No, and he was on Travis Smiley, blabbering on and on about whatchamacallit, clouds, chemtrails, the clouds, and like he's Prince pretty much except for his art and his anti-establishment thoughts, and stayed out of the media. That little weirdo Gemini who I love, he was a genius, and he used to have freaking parties and not participate. Provide everything everybody did, just float through. Like a little quiet.
That's how we be. Mm-hmm. That's a real Gemini thing. We will accommodate and fall back. Make sure you good. You good? You all right? You okay? You got what you need? Okay. Because to see other people happy makes us happy.
And again, They said, he overdosed. I mean, in this time of big pharma and especially the opioid crisis, man, it's easy to say, but y'all give people this as something to numb the pain instead of healing what's causing the pain.
Yeah, because they do sorcery.
But again, that's part of the puppet tearing, the marionette, all of that, the puppetmaster, Geppetto energy. So, yeah, so these in the industry, even what we're seeing now, and I'm stirred clear of this. I don't even like to watch it about it, but this whole bad boy, this whole P. Diddy energy and la 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 la. I'm like, but I mean, yo, Karma's a motherfucker. Listen, he wholly got Wendy Williams removed from. And it's a shame that they knocked her off her platform before she got to say, I knew it! Because he destroyed her New York career.
Yeah, she played in the realm of spirituality, though. And Wendy,
she ate that crow. But she was directly talking with the whole gay rapper thing.
Been talking about it.
Oh, okay. And her career crumbled, but her karma was she perpetuated negativity on these people's lives. She never really elevated the good stuff. She made her bread and butter on negative aspects of peeping into people's lives. And it's unfortunate that though she was right, see, the universe will handle you accordingly when you are doing something righteous in an unrighteous way. You're still accountable. So you have to find the most righteous way for the truth to be revealed.
That's right.
So that, but she also fell victim to Geppetto's strings.
Yeah.
And now Puffy, she's somewhere in whatever asylum or place they have. Looking at the news, going crazy on YouTube. They probably got to keep the computer away from her.
Yes.
That's probably a major trigger to her psychosis.
Yes.
And unless she heals, she'll go and blame Puffy for the rest of her life for her downfall. Unless she heals. But, so you see how this thing, it's like a fucking deluge. The effect, it just keeps on coming.
Yes.
And people, that's why I'm like now, because, all right, so my birthday twin is R. Kelly, right? Mm-hmm. And he was one of the first R&B of this whole thing. He was they've been the Me Movement team him since he peed on that little girl. Like, even though there was so much other fault played into that whole flow. Mm-hmm. Yo, they just straight discharged his catalog. People, hands down, I'm not playing R. Kelly. So this man don't get to eat his cream. Because men are flawed people. Men, women, people are flawed. But your creative delivery shouldn't be used to barter that.
And you want to wrap up?
We can. So, your creative, it should not be used to keep you out. So I'm like, damn. So now are we going to stop playing the whole Bad Boy catalog? Does Jay-Z's whole catalog now get unwritten?
Why are we talking about Jay-Z's catalog?
Because come soon. There's a lot. It's coming.
Let it come. We ready.
It's coming. And look.
Let it go.
Because
I got
Foxy Brown was 15.
Thanks.
We'll just say, and that was his boo.
Yeah, but Elvis was married to a 14-year-old.
Priscilla, absolutely. He is also my birthday twin. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. That's weird. That's the male energy. I mean.
Yeah.
I'm crying. But I am crying. January 8th. It's also Noble Drew Ali, so check it. They put him in jail because they didn't want to see his vision grow. That's a whole different energy. But you won't hear about Jay molesting no little boys, okay?
You won't.
You won't. You won't.
Better don't.
He'll whip my ass if I don't, okay? I have a little boy, but he's a grown man now, so it's just like, now. But nonetheless, so this whole energetic discord that the people have and are continuing to be subjected to is all a facet of Geppetto's program.
Thanks.
Whether it's a person that you idolize on the movie screen or on the stage or on your streaming, listen, 9 times, I don't want to call everybody a plant, but basically they are. They are planted into the annals and into the framework of entertainment, politics, whatever, all the things that as a point of following, guidance, leadership, idealistic worship or view to make you think a way and do a thing because of what they're telling you to think and believe, including Jesus. That's the biggest one. When they knew that they could replace people's God and worship, they knew they could replace a people's everything. Because when you take the strongest fiber of, especially us, the melanated 9 ether beings, divine masculine, divine feminine, gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. If we come from Shambhala, where we come from, Atlantis, or whoever we are, whoever you identify as the origins, the point of earthly origins, comes from melanin, right?
Okay.
But it's not just the melanin that they're misguiding. They're misguiding anyone that cannot, or that anyone that is an outlier of that. This little finite 1% of, they're not, according to some folks, they're not even humans. I don't know what to call them. Supposedly they're aliens, reptilians, or this, them, right? Supposedly.
Call them the kids.
The kids, then we change it from Geppetto.
Oh, the kids.
The kids.
Geppetto's kids.
Geppetto's kids. Well, they are, the strategy will not cease. Here's the thing. It's time for us to start realizing all of what we are on to delivering to you so that you can disconnect. Keep unplugging all your plugs from each set of the systems so that you can systematically diffuse and reboot, restart, and be run on a different program. But remember, just like computers, there's firewalls. Are you sure you want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Firewall, are you sure you want to do that? You better be sure, yes. The question is, and this is the new question, I asked Andrew this over and over again on Sabbath. Are you divine?
Absolutely, I am.
And when that's your answer, whenever fear, so for me, I know that my heart chakra now is the measure of most energy, right? So it'll feel, if it's a good, I feel it up high in my heart. Mm-hmm. And it's like fluttering, but it's good. It's not like anxiety. Mm-hmm. It's like it's trying to rise more in a good way, right?
Yes.
But when it hits me and then it floats and it's just feeling where's it go when it starts to go low, I know I don't like that frequency. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. What the fuck is that? Get it out of here.
I don't like that.
I don't like that, right? Are you divine, Jay? Absolutely. So, and you gotta know. And once you know that, everything else is obsolete. Everything. Nothing they can fear you with. Because guess what? If it's death, unaliving, everybody gotta do that.
That's what we're here for.
Everybody in this form gotta do that. From this form. But if you love it that much, you'll come back.
I'm coming back.
And you can keep coming back. I feel like I've been divine these gifts this cycle, cause I'm summing up my trips. I'm summing it up. And if I have been told by one of my spiritual influences, and she's the only one who told me, you may have one more time. Okay. But love it. I want to rebuke that. I'm hoping if that's karma, I'm doing the best with my dharma and through dharma right now. To be like, nope.
You don't want to come back?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm gonna be back.
I'm good.
I like it. Even when I don't like it, I like it.
For me, too much makes sense. Like even down to me finding out who my spirit guide is, coming and the name Aja. That was never born.
So now,
who is that?
So we get them uploads. We get that access to the information. We activate the memory, and it shows us how to maneuver on the journey, right? That's why I want to come back because it keeps getting better.
So then you need to write into your code right now
that I'm coming back.
That you remember, because the thing about it is the catch-22 in that wanting to come back, because you realize now,
but not having the understanding that when I do come back, and I know I can do the remember, I can put that in. I don't want all the struggle, the hardest of the hard parts, but I can take it because I know it gets better.
So I'm not sure of the process, but because the universe has to respond to your command, you need to take a trip up to the ether so that you can put that in your soul contract. So that when you come back, your soul contract is already committed to that part.
You know I'm a Akasha case manager. I got it. Holla at me for all your Akasha case management needs. I can send you where you need to go.
Yeah. So, yeah, Lisa left out was my Woman Crush Wednesday.
Yes.
Do you have a Woman Crush Wednesday?
Me, motherfucking me, Shaida, Gemini, Sarah Smile, the Hood Oracle. I'm my Woman Crush Wednesday because I get it done. I get it done, whatever it is. I am mega super ultra grateful. That might seem so vain, but it's me. And I would like to give a shout out to Shahida for getting it motherfucking done. Always. And finding the joy in it. Because the joy is in the work. And when last week I thought depression was trying to get me. I was running. Like, oh Lord, no, don't let depression get me. But it wasn't even depression. It was sit down and take into account all that you desire and be content with all that you have and prepare yourself for moving forward. So yeah, it felt like because I had all these instances of silence. I can be silent for a long time and it's not a meditation. And when it gets like that, I get unnerved. But this time there was a message in the silence. And right when I thought I was going to be depressed, I wasn't. I got released in them trees. Thank you, confirmation. Right when I thought that I was going to be depressed, and then I wasn't, and I realized that I had things to do, I said a prayer. And that prayer was answered less than an hour. I asked and received in less than an hour, not for something, but for something that really made a difference in my life. So when spirit can move like that, that means I'm a person that can get a prayer through. You feel me? So yeah, shout out to me for being a person that can get a prayer through. I'm doing something right.
Ashe.
Ashe.
So, any woosahs this week?
No, that was it. Just shout. Love you, and thank you, and have grace with you, and be kind to you.
Talk nice to me. That's what
Nice to me, or don't talk to me at all.
Yeah.
And that goes for me too.
Yes.
To me.
Yes, me to me. Any wild outs?
Nope. I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm pretty peaceful today.
Same.
But we just listen. Get at us, Black Girl Magic.
The Gemini RX.
Black Girl is BLAQU. I'll put it in the description, right? And girl is for you. But if you Google it, you'll see me, Black Girl Magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally, it's a lot of Black Girl Magic. I'm the only one that's Black Girl Magic. That one. So holla at your sis for some readings if you're interested. Or for healing sessions, Reiki. Tell them about that crystal Reiki.
Oh, it's real. It's it's beautiful. Amazing things take place. Transmutation is absolutely a thing. If you're a non-believer, just holler at Black Girl Magic. She got it for you.
And the angels helped me.
Because I was a skeptic until she opened up my colors.
I'm sorry. She said, you made me see colors. I was like, okay.
I couldn't believe it.
But that's part of it, because when you're hitting the chakras, you're sending that color to the chakra, you know. I have to make myself a proverbial red, you know, calling it. So, you know, and it works. We can do distant. I've done distant sessions. You can do distance Reiki. Same thing. It's a frequency. You won't feel it. So, yes. I do have, we can book appointments on distance or in person. And we even do healing sessions with groups. Coming together, healing sessions with groups. So nonetheless, thank you for today. We give thanks from the Most High to the Most High, and of gratitude. May abundance find you, surround you, and flow to, through, and for you. And may you connect to your divinity and know when someone asks you you're divine, you can say, absolutely. Yes. And you're divine, of divine mind, and flowing in divine right time as well. Like, it's just, and that's what you know and be, because remember, thoughts are things. And you are the magic. Okay? We love you. This has been a great exchange. You know, like, subscribe, share it. Share it. We're not about being shared. We like being shared. Hit your red button so you'll know that when we share, you will the bell, right? Hit the bell. So that you know when we share, you can ding.
That's it.
Oh, what they talking about this week?
Meet us here. Yeah.
You meet us here. Come, you know, shoot the shit, chat. Because we are going to start back to doing these lives. We're going to be doing these lives very soon. And we're going to be looking for guests.
Yes.
You know, like, especially, like, not to disconnect from our brothers, but we specifically sisters that are highly elevated in their flow of whatever realm it is that you work through, whatever your magic is, whatever your gift is, your platform. We want to talk about it, and we want to share you.
We do. So, stay tuned, because it's getting great.
Yeah.
I think we still recording. Yeah.
Goodbye.